Announcer Ali Najad calling the action tonight for the live audience. Soy Win from Santa Ana, California, gonna put in a raise with an ace-deuce.
Dempsey going out. Lucky Shuey here, the youngest player at the table at 24. He's out as well.
Yeah, he is Tony Dunce's roommate here in Vegas.
Now Vanessa is going to defend out of the big blind here with the queen nine.
Vanessa Selps, she is tougher than a Denny's porterhouse. And there's the flop.
Well, Vanessa has the best hand right now with two queens, but all spades out there, and she doesn't have any. So she checks.
Yep, and Soy with the big flush draw with the continuation bet. It looks like 175,000.
Well, he's got the nut flush draw, so everybody's going to bet that. But Vanessa makes the call.
Yeah. Solid call. Building a pot. Here we go to the turn.
The jack of spade comes off, giving Soy the ace high flush. Vanessa checks.
Just a beautiful card there. He has the flush. Now, do you trap here or do you make a bet?
Well, he is going to check, Vince.
Going for the trap.
Well, he's going to act like he doesn't have a spade when, in fact, he has the biggest spade.
It's a great trap because a 10 on the river makes Vanessa a straight.
Well, she checks the straight. And now Soy is going to bet 325,000. And Vanessa's in a tough spot here, Vince, because Soy checked on the turn. She's probably not going to put him on a spade here. All of a sudden, he's going to bet on the river. Now, any ace would give him an ace-high straight, which would beat her, of course, but still.
This is 325,000. She is on the short stack. This would really hurt if she could make this call.
She might think the guy's got something like 2 sevens and just trying to steal the pot here.
Don't do it. She's done it.
She's paid him off. Soy going to win this hand with an ace-high flush. So by checking on the turn, he picks up an extra 325K from Vanessa.
Vanessa is as bitter as a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven.
If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
350,000 to 100,000. Now it's almost reversed, where Nancy has over 300,000.
Great action. Let's go to the table. Vanessa now with a 10-8 of clubs.
Well, she has limped in on the button with a 10-8 of clubs. Nancy with the ace-10 of
raise.
diamonds says, I raise.
25.
She's going to make it 31,000 to go. Vanessa quickly calling with the 10-8 of clubs.
Just no easy pots here. Every hand.
So here comes the flop. It's come ace-10-9. Well, Nancy's flopped the top 2 pair and checks it. Trying to put her into another trap, but this time Vanessa not going for it. She checks second pair.
Yep.
Well, now the 6 of spade comes off. This time, Nancy's going to lead out and bet 20,000. Well, Vanessa's got second pair and a straight draw, so she does make the call. And the queen of clubs comes off at the river.
20.
Again, Nancy reaching for chips, but not many chips. Only bets 20,000 into a pot that's got over 100,000 in it.
Just a little TC fly bet.
Well, you can see it confuses Vanessa here, Vince. It's a very small bet into the size of this pot. And you just hate to give up 20,000 more, but she's saying, what can this lady have to bet that little bit?
Oh, God.
Started to breathe very heavily, too. Not a good sign at the table.
Ace rag. That's what I put you on the pre-flop.
You see Vanessa talking to herself here. Well, she's trying to put Nancy on a hand here.
Ooh, she's got to pay
Well, she's made the call. This is a curiosity call, Vince. No doubt about it. Nancy stands up, gives it the thumbs up to her fan club. She's going to take down that pot. So, Vince, she was just slowly reeling her in there. She's saying, I'm one step closer to taking down this title. And Vince, there's no doubt in my mind, Vanessa just paid that off just out of curiosity to see what she could raise with on the flop, then check the flop, and then make them teensy-weensy bets on the turn in the river. And all those bets we're doing is grinding down Vanessa as she paid them both off.
Sometimes it's better to be curious and save the money, but Nancy just enjoying the moment. On to David. He's got ace-jack this time.
Now David with the real hand this time. Going to raise it up to 36,000. They'll lock out. Vanessa going to defend out of the big blind with the 10-8 offsuit.
So ace-jack versus 10-8, and the flop is a queen-jack-4. Jacks for David Williams.
Well, Vanessa's got the gut shot straight draw, but it goes check, check.
6 of diamonds on the turn.
Now Vanessa checks again, and again David checks. A little surprised by that one. Now a deuce comes off. Now Vanessa checks again. Now David all of a sudden is going to bet 40,000. And Vanessa trying to figure out what he had. If he had ace high or king high, wouldn't he just check it down? If he'd had a pair, wouldn't he have bet earlier?
Ace jack.
Well, Vanessa calls with just a 10 high there.
I called you very light.
Well, very light is putting it mildly. Vince, she just thought if he had ace high, he'd just go ahead and check it down, or king high. When he bet, she didn't think he had a pair because he hadn't bet all the way. That was her logic. Why she called him with 10 high, but that is definitely trying to make a hero call there.
All right.
You held on tighter, and you came out of the chamber unscathed.
Oh, man.
Well, Vince, he's gone from being a Unabomber to now basically a Martian. What was he saying there?
That was very, very far out there.
35.
All right, let's go to this hand. Vanessa's going to raise with a queen jack of clubs. David Williams now with just a 9-10 has called, and the flop is a 10-6-4. So 10's for Williams.
28.
Now Vanessa making a continuation bet here of 28,000. David Williams going to make the call. Now the 3 of diamonds comes off.
42.
And Vanessa going to fire a second shell here, 42,000, in hopes that David will go away.
Well, we know David has top pair. He ain't going nowhere. Not in a 300 poker game. He makes the call to the displeasure of Vanessa Selps. Can she get her card? No, a 3 of hearts on the river.
Yep, board pairs 3s. Action on Vanessa. She's going to check. David got to feel pretty good about his hand right now, so going to get a value bet in here, or at least try to. 60,000 to bet. Now Vanessa shaking her head there. She knows literally all she can be right now is a 7-8 or an 8-9, where David flopped a good shot straight draw.
You make one more really loose call, I call.
Tens.
She calls with queen high.
Yep.
Back-to-back pot, she called with 10 high, and now she calls with queen high.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you didn't know it was
It's
Vanessa
all about
Selps,
that.
you'd be booed out of here by now. You'd be saying this is a total amateur player. But, of course, Vanessa gets away with it because she's so damn good.
There's the head monster, Noel Lee, in the audience.